Hello everyone, welcome to From the Heart. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mary.
And we're excited to bring you all that's new and good when it comes to the arts in Central Florida.
Today we're talking with John Lux, Chief Operating Officer at Ideas. We're going to learn about John's vision for the future of filmmaking and storytelling here in Florida. Welcome, John.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
John, tell us a little bit about your journey.
Well, I was born and raised in the Chicago area. Went to Purdue University. I was, I think, one of the only people on the entire campus that wasn't an engineering major. When I graduated, though, I got a job at a small production company outside of the city, and eventually found my way down to Central Florida because I wanted to work in the entertainment industry, and wanted to work for Disney. One thing when I got here that I really missed was the culture and the arts of Chicago. And that's one thing that I've really enjoyed watching Central Florida grow into, is with the new Performing Arts Center and some of the other things that are going on in the arts. It really makes me think that we're on the right track to get, obviously Chicago is a little bit different level, but we're making progress, and it's a great thing. And I've enjoyed watching the community grow and playing a small part in doing things that help the arts.
Nice. And what next?
Well, personally, I think I'll always be involved in the tax credit program work for the film and TV and digital media industry, because those are jobs and industries that will help the economy of Florida. Personally, at Ideas, we're always looking to grow the company. We've been around now for about 14 years, and we're really proud of that. We have 24 full-time employees, so we're a small company, but we're still around, and we're getting through it. And we want to grow, and we want to help make a difference not only in our community, but worldwide. We have worldwide clients that we help, and we're always trying to help make a difference.
Because of the parks, we have so many more creative people here now, performers, engineers, directors, everybody.
Yep.
If filming comes in, boy, that's going to blow up even more.
It would be great. People long for the days of what it used to be like in the 80s and 90s, and I don't know if it ever gets back to that, because there's so much competition for the business now. But an improvement, steady growth and steady improvement, enough to keep people busy, enough to keep enough projects going on here in the state. I think it would really benefit, the long-term growth of the Florida economy. We help in so many different ways in the entertainment industry, whether it's the tourism aspect. A recent, study by Visit Florida even said that, 22.7% of domestic tourists said that something they saw on television or film influenced their decision to come vacation here in Florida. So,
really?
We help the tourism industry, we help restaurants, we help hotels filling, rooms. So the entertainment industry does a lot for the Florida economy, and whether it's through Ideas or Film Florida, I'm just hoping that it continues to grow and build a better economy in a better state.
Yeah, 22%, that's actually really high. Mary and I talk a lot about the arts impacting a life and changing a life, and I think film is one of those art forms that rolls everything into one. But is there a film that has changed your life? I mean, you talk about, I like being on the production side of things, and I think you even said off camera that you weren't an artist, but I bet you really are. But is there something in a film or commercial or something that you have seen that has changed your life?
Oh, I've always been, there's a couple of films that, kind of type things that people never kind of picture me as really enjoying. Some of my favorite movies are, Forrest Gump is still one of my favorites, and I have all the collector editions of The Sound of Music. I love that film.
Even Carrie Underwood?
Yeah. I love the sound. No, I'm not a singer, but I love The Sound of Music. It was one of those films that, you watched it with your parents when you were young, and you rolled your eyes and said, "Oh, I can't believe you're making me watch this." And then all of a sudden it kind of clicked, and you're like, "This is a really good film."
And now you
really
make your kids watch The Sound of Music.
I actually, my daughter watched a little bit of it over the thing. And
John, there was just a study out that if you sing show tunes, you're happier. Did you see that?
I did see that study. It's true.
It's very true.
So you're happy.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry,
And
I
you're
cut you
happier
off.
watching films too.
Yeah, I love it, even some of the ones some of the darker ones. One of my favorite of all time is Boys in the Hood. I think it has such a great message.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now my daughter's in a lot of dance classes, and she loves musical theater, and so I'm trying to help her see the importance of being outside of just the school books all the time. So.
Yeah, and bringing film to Florida is going to be an issue that we deal with for years to come because we want to make that a priority. So tell Mary and I and our listeners how we can personally get involved.
Well, the easiest way to get involved, everybody's on social media these days. If you go to Facebook or Twitter and look for our organization, Film Florida, that's the best way to kind of stay in touch.
Filmflorida.org?
Filmflorida.org is the website, yes. And sidebar, Ideas was responsible for the rebrand of the organization. That was something
cool.
that we did.
Thank you, Ideas. Thank you, Ideas.
But that's the easiest way to stay up to date on information about the entertainment industry and what our efforts are with Film Florida, whether it be next week, next month, next year. It's always going to be an ongoing quest.
But can I do something? Can I write a letter? Can I what can I do personally besides checking out the website?
Well, that's one thing that we really use the social media for is kind of the calls to action. I mean, depending on the time of year and what's going on in the legislative session and what's going on in the economy and with different articles, that's where we actually post all of our calls to action saying, now's the time to send your legislator this, or now's the time to send this article, or
Make
did
it
you
real
know
easy
type of
these
information.
I know something we can do, Mary. We can support local film.
Yes.
And how can we do that? Tell us avenues here in Central Florida where we can support.
Florida Film Festival, maybe?
Yeah, all the different film festivals. I mean, the Florida Film Festival, which happens during April every year, is a great one. In the fall is the Orlando Film Festival. That's another really good one. There's a lot of film festivals throughout the state, almost too many to even keep track of sometimes, but that's a really good way to not only keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on in the film industry, but also help support some of the local artists.
Let's go see a film, Mary.
Very good. I love that your question was, has a commercial ever changed your life? Has a commercial changed your life?
That's a great question. I'm sure they have, but it was probably maybe buy something that I didn't really want to buy. That's probably how it changed my life.
I think mine was time to make the donuts.
Yes.
Oh, I love donuts.
I'm teasing you.
We're getting off track here, but yeah, where's the beef?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ideas is a great company, has
Yes.
a great reputation
Thank
here
you.
in town. If our listeners want to take your services for your company, how can they do that?
Similar to the Film Florida site, our website is ideasorlando.com. And we're on
Say that again.
ideasorlando.com.
Okay.
We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, LinkedIn, all the different social media avenues. If you search for Ideas Orlando, you'll find us. And we're always, looking for new clients and looking for new talent. Whether or not we have specific job openings at the time, we're always looking to grow that freelance pool because that's going to be that will help our ability to do better work and do better things for our clients is to have the right talent in the building.
John, thank you so much for being here with us today. And thanks for all the work that you're doing to help us out in Florida.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Everybody, thank you for joining Joshua and I. Our talk today with John was inspiring, and it offers a lot of hope for an even more thriving arts community, not just for here in Central Florida, but for the entire state of Florida.
And we hope you'll look for ways to tell your story and support filming here in Central Florida. If you're watching a film being made in your neighborhood, write John a letter of thanks and tell him that Mary and Joshua say hello.
From the heart.